Well, tonight we sample some Elvis and some chicken cock. Can I say that on YouTube? Chicken cock bourbon and Elvis whiskey. Come join us at the Habits Bottle Shop for a tasting.
On camera. So I brought the Elvis. I brought our everyday bourbons. So they have the Chicken Cock Kentucky Straight Bourbon, Chicken Cock Kentucky Straight Rye, and then we have the new Double Oak whiskey, which is new to the market as well. Yeah, these have been strong. A lot of great reviews. The Elvis Midnight Snack. We're getting a lot of publications for this, so this has been a home run for us so far. And I know that we're gonna have some copycats come out pretty soon. That, somebody else was telling me they just saw a peanut butter and banana moonshine. We're actually making one in South Carolina as well that we launched only in South Carolina, Dixie Delight, which is a peanut butter and banana. So the difference with this one is this is peanut butter, banana, and bacon flavor. Right. So a little more smokiness to it. The bourbon, it's a blend of a 6-year-old and a 15-year-old. 70 corn, 21 rye, 9 malted barley. The rye is a 4-year-old rye, 95 rye, 5 barley, and then the double oak. This is great. So the story behind this is, so we get all of our barrels from West Virginia. Okay. And in 2014, there was so much rainfall in West Virginia that you couldn't get any machinery into the forest in order to harvest the oak. So because of that, we, along with any other group that was getting their barrels from West Virginia in 2014, had to resort to using a used barrel. So everything about it is a bourbon except for the fact that it was in a used barrel to begin with. So 7 years in the used barrel. Comes out, our master distiller, Greg Snyder, he tasted it and said, okay, let's amp this up a little bit, put it in a brand new American oak barrel for one more full year, and the result is outstanding. You still get the sweetness from the corn, but the oak doesn't just club you over the head like some other double oaks are just so overpowered, and this one has a great balance to it.
And it comes with a shot glass.
Yeah, well, and I also have another one.
The cap is actually a shot glass.
Oh my god.
You pour, look at that, on the spot and drink.
I also have our Island Rooster rum barrel finished
I just tried that the other day.
So this, yeah, you have this at the show. So this is another one. It's our rye for another 6 months in Caribbean rum casks. We do also have a some other LTOs we had. I don't have with me. The first year we have we made Cotton Club Canadian Rye. It's a 20-year Canadian rye. It was an homage to the fact that Chicken Cock was originally known as the famous old brand. It was, but then when Prohibition hit, the company was sold to another company in Montreal due to the fact there was no more cooperages in America. We sold it to a company in Montreal. So it became known as whiskey in a tin can because it was smuggled in from Canada into the States in tin cans. And it was the official bourbon of the Cotton Club in Harlem during Prohibition. Yeah. Duke Ellington wrote about it in his memoirs. So we decided to make the tin can edition, the Cotton Club Canadian Rye. That came out in holidays for 21. Last year was a Chanticleer, which was an 8-year bourbon finished in French cognac casks. That premiered in December of 22. And then this year now, we're going to have our Red Stave, which is our newest LTO. That's going to be an 8-year bourbon finished in Central Coast Petite Syrah barrels. So that is just coming out now. The Chanticleer was only 25 days in the cognac barrel. You tried that, I believe, at the show.
You had the two. You had this one and the other one.
Yeah, in the tin cans. Yeah. I took them out of my car. I thought I had them in my bag. But 25 days in the cognac barrel because the cognac is so strong. Any longer than that, it basically would turn into a cognac. The Red Stave, that was about 9 months in the Central Coast Petite Syrah barrel because just, for the wine to penetrate the bourbon, it needs so much longer. So I'm looking forward to trying that. It should be available in Georgia. Was it the end of September? We'll have it here by November 1st. Probably Halloween-ish. We'll get the. It's already submitted, so we're just waiting on a PO and knock it out. So, so awesome. If you guys want to try anything, please let me know.
Yes. Don't get too stuff on.
Yeah. I know, right? And Raheem came by. We had it was a great show. So like I said, this is the Kentucky Straight Bourbon. This is a blend of a 6-year-old and a 15-year-old. 70 corn, 21 rye, and 9 malted barley. You still get on a little on the sweeter side, which I like. Yeah. Super easy to drink. Once we changed the package on these two to the apothecary style bottle with the chicken wire on it, a lot of people think it's honeycomb, but it's chicken wire. So, so one story with chicken cock. So chicken cock. People hear the name and they crack up about it. Obviously, chicken cock. Well, a chicken cock, I'm sure that was the word for rooster
Right.
in Old English. So before the word rooster was created,
Right.
it was called the chicken cock.
Correct.
And because it was in Paris, Kentucky, was where the original distillery was. It was right next to a farm, so it was something to crow about. That's how they. That's what they would say. So when you think about it, also, you know how a pen was a quill.
Right.
It was the feather, dip it in ink. The original bartender stirrer was a rooster's tail, or a
I didn't know that. Quill.
cocktail.
Cocktail. Oh, damn. All right.
So you know, sugar, ice, bourbon.
Nice. Getting some knowledge here.
We had these stirrers that we made, these beautiful big stirrers that had the feathers come out, and I have a few of them still available. You put them out on the table, they're going to disappear. That's it. But the thing about it is I like to give them to the high-end bars because otherwise they're just sitting in somebody's drawer in the kitchen. Until like,
Real feathers?
no, it was all metal. And it looked cool. Like it was.
Sure.
It was.
What's the proof on that?
This is 90, 92.
Okay.
This is what was this one? 90, 94, 95.
It has like a nice, good afterburn.
Oh, yeah.
So
it doesn't kick you
I
out.
can drink this every day.
We can just go straight into the Island Rooster ride. We can jump in
Thanks, man.
because I like to have the fact that people can they can discuss the finishes because you know so many people nowadays when they're starting to a lot of people want to get into the bourbon game, you know, or whiskey game, and like say the five of us wanted to jump into it, like okay, let's make this and. All right, I'll talk to you guys in 2030 and we can start making money. Or they can go to whoever, and then you're like, yeah, okay, so then let's finish it in cognac. And then we can just take that whiskey and put it in cognac for 25 days, turn around and start making money.
Now, what's the distillery in West Virginia? You know?
The distillery, we make this at Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Okay.
We get the barrels.
The barrels, okay.
From the woods in West
Okay.
Virginia. So we began a collaborative distilling. We have a collaborative distilling agreement with Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Okay.
So Greg Snyder is our master distiller. He was with Makers. He was with Wild Turkey. He's got decades worth of
Pedigree,
knowledge, and he lives in Indiana. He drives down. He gives them the recipe, and Bardstown puts it together because Bardstown is. They're basically just, they're taking over Kentucky, just buying more and more land, and you just see more and more rick houses across the fields. And
I think they gotta make like 25 of them or something across their whole field.
it's incredible. When we went last year, it's beautiful.
They had like 5 or 6 of them, and there was still like 10 of them in process of getting made.
Yeah, they're just
And I'm
hammering
like, how
them
many
out
are you guys gonna build? And like until the bank says no more.
until they
You
run out
got
of
no
money.
money.
That's not happening, I don't think.
It's like I know, I don't think so either. It's like with Augusta National, like they just keep buying up more and more land to build more and more parking lots. And Bardstown is getting more and more land and building more and more rick houses. So this rye is super approachable. A lot of
Yes,
other
it
people,
is.
when they say, "Oh, I don't like rye. It's too hot." There's another other ryes
This
out there
is-
that'll light you up.
Yeah, this is
And
very
this
light.
so much more approachable. You get that little spearmint on the back end. A lot of people that are rye lovers, they taste this and like, oh my god, this is outstanding. So
That's what it is, spearmint.
yeah, a little mintiness on the end.
But
So
it's not slapping you in the face.
No.
Yeah.
so that's
That's really good. That's very approachable.
that's super
I
strong.
guess I'll be spending money.
Do you know what's the rye on the mash bill?
95 rye,
95
5
rye.
malt
Okay.
barley. Yep.
Okay.
So the rye, the bourbon has 21% rye. This is 95 and
That's
5.
95. That's really impressive.
is really-
For 95, that's
Right?
really impressive.
And it's great.
Yeah.
It's super smooth. Like
Yeah.
I actually, like the more I've tried it, the more I appreciate it because there's so many other ryes. I mean, I always used to say bourbon on the rocks, rye in a cocktail.
Right.
And go from
Man,
there.
I could definitely see this in an old fashioned. This is
delicious.
Yeah.
So then here's the rooster. So I just like to have the comparison because you get to taste that Caribbean rum.
I think I'm about to buy a bottle of that rye.
So you get that sweetness from the Caribbean rum,
It's even sweet on the nose.
right? It's like molasses.
Wow. Man. This is gonna cost me money.
Ready to taste? Get ready for
Yes.
for dessert.
Yes, sir.
The Elvis.
So for anyone who doesn't know, Elvis, his favorite sandwich was a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. He had it every night. He actually, what I learned was he would fly to Denver to get his peanut butter and come back. Apparently, Denver makes the best peanut butter.
Sourcing his peanut butter.
He did. He could do whatever he wanted. He'd just be like, it's Elvis Presley. He just hopped on his jet and bloop, bloop, and came back with peanut butter to have his fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. So we added the bacon to it. So it's really just like a lot of just added some smokiness
Right.
to the flavor. And this is 70 proof too, so this is not a.
Okay, it's not a.
This isn't. You know, it's.
Yeah, me too.
So this has been a.
Thank you.
The number one thing I can say about this,
Oh,
Is it-
that's
is
a
it
dessert.
fun?
That's a
It's
dessert
fun.
Yeah.
for sure.
it's fun, is what it is.
Something to just have on a poker table and kind of talk about it and pass it out, man. You know.
Look at this. I mean, it's wow.
Yeah, you get that banana right out of
Yeah.
the gate.
And a peanut butter.
And you get the
Right
light
banana.
bacon right
Yeah,
in the
that
back.
light-
That's where
yeah,
smokiness
that's
comes
smoky,
in. And I think it's perfect balance. That's why I tried this before, and I just thought it was a perfect balance. Peanut butter,
Man.
That's got some
banana.
Isn't that fun, right?
Yeah.
That's a we struck gold with that, and for to be only so long in the market, and more people are seeing it, and there's more and more publications putting this out because everyone gets a kick out of it. Like Elvis'
Yeah.
midnight snack. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
why did I think of that? We've all known about his sandwich for his whole life. You know, like for
I make a pretty good Christmas cocktail, I'm thinking.
My wife would love this because she doesn't think that bourbon is sweet.
My
enough.
wife, yeah, I
Yeah.
think my wife would like it too, actually.
there's so Elvis fans, it's a home run because there's so many Elvis fans out there that I bring it to an account and they're like, before they just see the bottle and they say, give me that. I'm taking it. It's coming home with me.
Man, that peanut finish. Is,
Yeah, it's very,
it's very prominent. I mean,
It's
it's
great.
really
balanced.
good,
That's
yeah.
what I like about this.
I'm
You can
shocked.
make great cocktails with it.
I'm shocked
Throw
I
it in
like
your coffee. Another thing, so
I'm shocked you like
I'm
that.
shocked I like this.
another thing, like so, an affogato is it's a dessert. So like vanilla ice cream, typically used with pecan liqueur and the espresso poured over. I know I have a bunch of people that use that instead. So you add a little peanut butter and banana flavor to the
Now you're
dessert,
talking.
and it's because the applications are unlimited when you think about it because everybody gets a kick out of it. The best thing about it is that it's fun, like you said, and it always puts a smile on someone's face, even if they're not a.
Good thing it's only 70 proof, because if it was like 90,
You'd be
You still
lit.
drink it.
yeah. It puts a lot of smiles on a lot of faces.
It's good. I mean, yeah,
fun.
I'm impressed.
So.